Hi everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. And today is the 11th of May, and I think what I'd like to do is, I'm going to do a reading on Rod Rosenstein. Now, I think this is the third reading I've done on Rod Rosenstein, and the cards have always come up pretty positive for him. There was always a sense that he was sort of doing what he had to do to protect the Mueller report. And yet, I don't know. There's something about all of these people that get involved with Donald Trump, in that it brings another side to them out. And I don't understand it. Hey, buddy. Jitterbug is out and about, so you might see him jumping around. What? Last time he peed on my cards. Oh, this guy is a peeing fool. He just peed right where I was going to put the cards, so I got to be careful. You know, he's a baby. They go everywhere. Okay, so let's see if that's what Jitterbug thinks of Rod Rosenstein. All right, so let's do this. I've shuffled them. I've cut them. Let's see what's going on. Now, he has, I think, officially retired as of the 10th or the 11th. So the immediate environment. Okay, so we have conflict. So he is a man in conflict. Yeah. So I feel as though he's conflicted to a certain extent. This is this card, the Five of Wands, is located on the Tree of Life in Gabora, which deals with the energy of Mars. And Gabora is also the place of karma. And because we're dealing with Mars, we're dealing with actions taken. And so certainly the actions that he's taken have karmic implications. Plus, this could very well be his sense of conflict within himself around the actions that he has taken or has had to take in his estimation. Okay, let's see what's crossing with this. Okay. And so what's crossing his conflict is the fact, this is the Two of Wands, and in this deck especially, it's about having to work with somebody else or something else in order to still be functional. So this part of his conflict, I think, is maybe the concessions that he had to make in order to sort of work well with others, I guess we could say. Let's see what's at the root of this. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is unfair tactics. And we can see this guy, he's got the swords, he's standing on swords. This was he was put in a very precarious position. At any time, he could have fallen off and skewered himself with the sword. This is a 5 as well. It's also located in Gabora. So there's another karmic implication here. Okay. Let me just feel where this little guy is. Okay, he's snuggling into my back. He's probably tired. All right, in the past we have the Fountain card. In this deck, the Fountain card is an extra card, actually. It's not associated with any of the major arcana, any of the minor arcana. It's an extra card within this Fountain deck. And this is about creation coming out of the darkness. We can see that there's all this darkness around, and then we have this sort of shaft of light. And this is about, all things coming out of nothingness. And so I feel as though there was no real way, or there was no guidelines will say, or I know there's guidelines, it's Department of Justice, but not for this level of uh, what has happened. Like, it's just beyond the pale. It's beyond anything that anybody, I think, ever imagined it could be. Um, so I feel like he was he was in the dark, and he had to make decisions from that place of, um, he had to make decisions from a place where he didn't. There was the rules of the road in this kind of situation with the extremity that we were dealing with. He just didn't have. There was nothing there. He had to sort of go at do it as he went, right? Do it as he went. Let's see what's in the sky for Rod Rosenstein. Okay, we have the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is a healing card, so there's possible healing here. But it's also about the process of tempering itself, which means that you get exposed to extremes. And it's up in the sky. So this is sort of a spiritual initiation for Rod Rosenstein, and we're going to see just how it goes. So to a certain extent, this is not over for him. And the reason for that is because, at least according to the cards, is because a lot of the actions that he take has karmic consequences, right? Um, did I do a, I should know this, right? Did I do a reading on him with the Kabbalah? I think I did. I think I did his numbers. I'll have to check my own records to see. Um, and if I haven't, maybe I will do it. But you can check. You can search my channel. I might have already done it, and I'll have to go back and look and see what I said because I don't remember the numbers. I do know that he is a Capricorn, and I do know that he has a grand Earth trine in his chart. So he generally is a very stable kind of guy. Um, yeah. So he there's not a whole lot of going off the beaten path, but there was no path to go, so he had to sort of beat his own path. Okay, and so we have the out the the, um, the immediate future, and we get the Tower card, but it is upside down, and so the Tower right side up is complete destruction, complete and utter destruction. Upside down, it's mitigated some. There is a certain amount of destruction. It could be destruction of his well, you know what people say about you. I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. Better have another sip of coffee. It's kind of late, and I'm still not quite awake yet today. I think it's allergies. His reputation. Thank you. Thank you. How it's seen from the outside. The Four of Coins. So, generally, this means, hiding your money. But the first thing that came to mind when I saw this card, the thing that popped in was the lights are on, but nobody's home. It's like there's a sense of calling it in right now. So, I think that it's at a point where the decision has been made. He's done the things that he's done, and it's just, this is sort of the end product of that. It's very possible that people see him as there being something to do with money for him. This could very well be, the sense that he would have lost his pension, or would have, like McCabe did, right? And this is a very practical guy, so he would not come into that. Let's see his domestic situation. Okay, it's the domestic situation. We have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is messages, and I almost feel like he's going to start to write a book. Now, when this book is going to come out, I don't know. But there's a process, there's a thought process, I think, of sending out messages or giving information but it's in its infancy, and he may not be able to do it until Trump is out of office and things have calmed down a bit, and he might be able to give his point of view or what's really happened. But there's definitely an energy of communication and starting some creative project and messaging people. Okay, so this is the hopes and fears. Okay, this is the Lover's card. It's the choice card. I think he's hopeful that he made the right decision, and he's also, and of course fearful that he made the wrong decision in the way he related to other people. Let's see the outcome for Rod Rosenstein. We have the Three of Wands. That's actually a very positive card. There's a lot of activity here. He's taking what this guy is doing. I don't know if you can see it in this card, but he's taking these three wands and he's twisting them up into a rope. And I almost feel as though he's taking his different experiences and trying to weave it in such a way that there's some sort of usefulness to the process, that it can have a use and also shed light, because this card is also associated with light. Generally, the three of wands. It is the card of light. It actually, this vibration and the vibration of the word light are the same. And so I feel as though he wants to enlighten us of something. Now, what that is and how that's going to happen, I don't know. But I feel as though he is, ultimately, that's what's going to come of this. Now, let's see if we can pull a major arcana. We have the Five of Coins, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Coins. Okay, let's see what's underneath this reading. We have the Page of Swords. This is interesting. This is a spy, right? This is somebody who's taking, in this deck especially, this feels like somebody, he's got a very small sword. This is a dangerous person. This is a dangerous individual. If it was Game of Thrones, I'd say it's Arya, watch out for Arya when you least expect it. So what does that mean for him? I'm not exactly sure. So what I'm going to do is we're going to leave it there, and I'm going to do a little bit more of a reading and see what the Page of Swords means underneath it all. It could very well mean that he was sort of a spy for the good guys, but that would be, I may be painting too rosy a picture for him. I don't know. Let's see, what does the Page of Swords mean? I just need some clarifiers on this. Okay, let's just pull from the middle of the deck here. Chariot. So this is a victory. Moving forward. The Ten of Swords. In this deck, the swords don't touch her, so there's a protection here. The Empress. I almost feel as though this was the actions that he took, although they seem sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not above board. Like, that we feel betrayed to a certain extent by him. But it almost feels like he did it to protect his family. I get his wife here. I get his future. I think he may have felt, in danger. His future, his wife, his children in danger. All right. Let me see if I'm right. Is that true? Pick another deck. I just happen to have these all lined up here. My little squirrel is sleeping back there now. He ran around like a maniac. And now he's taking a little nap. If I can pull him out, I will, and I'll show him to you before I finish. Okay, was this the case? Was he trying to protect his family? The Ace of Pentacles financially, yep. The Two of Swords. This is kind of an untenable position at a crossroads, at a stalemate. It seems to me like he did it not for the party, the Republican Party, not for the benefit of Trump, but for the benefit of his own family and his own future, his own financial and familial future. But I also feel like he is not quite done with giving us information. I feel like there's more information coming from Rod Rosenstein, but if and when it does come, it's going to come when it's safe to come out, because that's the type of guy he is. He's the type of guy who doesn't want to take undue chances, and that may be the reason why he acquiesced and wasn't the, we'll say, quote unquote hero that we had hoped him to be. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come out here. Everybody wants to see you. Oh my God, he's like on my back now. Come on. Come on. Come out here. Can you see him? Here he is. What are you doing? Everybody wants to see you. Come on. Come on, Jitterbug. Come on. You love your mama? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a good boy. Okay, well, now from from me and Jitterbug. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. If you have any questions about anything particular, please write them below. I'll see what I can do to do readings on it. I haven't forgotten about doing the astrology for the candidates that I have accurate astrological information on. And there are a few people who are running for the Democratic nomination that I haven't done. I'm going to try to get to those as well. But it's a lot. and there's almost only so much time in the day, right? Jitterbug's not the only person I have to take care of every day. So have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.